welcome back to the Curse of Strahd, gentlemen. Last time on Curse of Strahd, after the party, the dinner with Strahd, the party decided to go back to Vallaki, check up and see what actually happened to Ireena, who they thought was with them, but turned out to be Escher in disguise. Escher was discovered by Strahd in Ireena's guise, begging to let him stay, and then was thrown out. On your way back to Vallaki, you guys found a terrible scene. A family that's been completely torn apart in an incredibly brutal and slow, torturous way. You've made it back to Vallaki and investigated Escher's tavern, the Red Bear, where you found in the innkeeper's lodgings a potion of false self. After that, you decided to go and investigate Escher's manse itself. Escher's manse is located in the district of Old Vallaki, which is unusual, as that is where the old noble families of Vallaki are mostly located. So for an outsider like him to be located there is rather unusual. As you've investigated the manse, things at first seem to be in order. Seems that Escher has managed to put his hands on some magical furnishings. All was well until a certain someone got themselves locked up in an office with 3 raves. The party that engaged in combat. You've also seen strange spirits, at least that's what you thought, seemingly haunting the house, such as the kitchen. You found strange Feywild creatures in the back garden as well. It gave Orgul a bit of a buzz, but as you guys were standing and deciding what to do next, Tomagen got snatched by a hand up the stairs. And I'd like everybody to roll me initiative, please.
Get it out now.
Oh, yeah.
Suppose it makes sense. I'm not really paying attention. I can't see him.
No. Tomagen, let me describe the scene for you. You have been snatched up the stairs by what seems to be a young man, rather handsome in appearance, a teenager by the looks of it. You can immediately see that he's a vampire. His red eyes, his sharp fangs. And he's actually going to try to subdue you if he's capable of it. That's going to have to be understood. Ooh. Actually, no, he already had you grappled from last time. I forgot. Sorry. Okay. Alrighty, I believe that is everybody.
I don't see Fisk on there.
Oh, I'll fix that in just a jiff. Oh, he's like with Fed Fisk.
Did it not go through?
No, I'm just going to add you manually. You rolled a 6.
Got a 6.
Alrighty. With that, let me see. This one is going to move here, Talmadge, and you see another young man, clearly Barovian, also a vampire. You can see that he's fairly young, perhaps like early 20s or so, and he looks rather afraid. He's looking to the one who has you. Seems to be a leader of sorts. And for the moment, does not act. Actually, he will do something, I'll say. Stay down there! We have your friend, and we're not afraid to kill him! I'll end his turn.
Darmington looks at the one holding him and goes, "Where is your master?"
I'll say that that's your reaction, Talmadge.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Bassoon, for the moment, they don't answer, seemingly waiting to see what the party will do. Bassoon growls and begins making for the stairs before stopping and looking back at the party. What should we do? What should we do?
Tarmagen, are you okay?
I call down, I go, "I found everybody." Everybody just kind of standing around. I'm like, "All right, let's talk." See what his reaction is.
Bassoon is going to spit on the ground and wait and move here. So you can see. And then nod to the rest of the party. It looks okay. They have him held by the they have him held. Onward.
I'll move down a little bit and just ready a firebolt.
Talmadge.
Yep. What is this guy just holding me?
He's just holding you, and the other one's kind of like has his claws ready, like to attack you if you make sudden moves.
I look right in the eyes of the guy who's holding me, kind of smile, go, "Your master has taken the beloved of the king. You may want to talk and not be stupid."
Give me an intimidation there, Talmadge.
Ready?
It's a 7. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! We're going to do it! We're serious! You can feel the hands trembling, like as he holds you.
I look at him and go, "Go ahead," and I don't even struggle.
Talmadge, do you do anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
To you, Talmadge, he says, why did you come here? The master isn't here.
The master took what our king loves. His wrath will be devastating unless your master brings her to us.
The two young men look at each other. Do you mean that Ireena woman?
Yes. Where is she?
Well, Parley! You'll call down the stairs. We know where the woman is. We'll give her location and your friend to you if you leave us alone.
I look at this guy, and I look down at the hands holding me. I'm like, I can't do anything while you're holding on to me like that there, son.
Give me a persuasion check. This one with advantage.
Oh, it would still, that would neutralize it and still be an 8.
In that case, he doesn't do so until anybody in the party is going to answer him.
Mhm.
And he hears what he wants. Fisk, it's your turn.
Starting to walk through the door, I hear all of this, turn around, walk to the bottom of the stairs. I'm still on all fours.
You can I'll put you at the bottom of the other steps, so you can see like what it looks like. You can see Tomajan being held by what looks to be two rather handsome young men. Rovian, by the looks of them. As you approach, they stiffen. Oh shit! One of them mumbles.
Let him go. We talk.
Do I have your word that you won't hurt us? I guess his claws like right here on Tomajan.
It is our word.
They look to each other. Tomajan, you are released. At this point, I'm going to ask if the party would still like to keep up the combat or to engage in speak in words.
Well, they call the parlay, so
I'm willing to parlay as long as they keep it civil.
Tarmajan slowly.
This goes.
We're at about a minute anyway, so Tarmajan lets the Shadow Blade disappear. Does not draw a new weapon.
I'm moving the turn order to be at the top and pressing X. And with that, you see them kind of relaxing, like their features like becoming like less twisted monstrosities and more normal young men.
I say, can we go someplace a little more comfortable, where we can all at least see each other?
If you try to do anything to us, all we need to do is just scream out the Master's words, and all the rest of the spawn, and the ghouls, and the ghasts, and whatever else is here. They're all going to awaken. They're going to eat you alive. Do you understand?
Yeah, yes, we know they're all in the bedrooms in their nice little beds. We're aware.
Okay.
I'm just going to walk downstairs.
With that, they'll follow you. And I'm just going to delete Fisk's top floor token. And I'm going to... Whoa, Tomajan.
Sorry.
No worries. I mean, if you were able to... That's strange.
Yep, there we go. Yeah.
I think the wall things just didn't work. Alrighty, the two... You guys see two young Bovian men. Each of them rather handsome. One seems to be slightly older than the other, and they both look rather scared in the party. Okay. We give you your friend back.
That's one.
And where is Our Lady?
See, the older one starts. Actually, you guys can tell that they're brothers. In fact, now that you can get a better look at them, you can see that their faces are more similar. We technically cannot tell you. We know she's here. But we physically can't actually tell you. We can't actually do anything that would betray our master.
I think I understand.
But as long as the master is home, we are duty-bound to serve him. See his eyes kind of desperately looking at you, Talmadgen.
As long as he is home, I understand. I kind of look at everybody.
And we are always careful never to disturb his bedroom unless he invites us there.
I just kind of point up and kind of give him a questioning look. I don't say anything.
The other one, the younger one, speaks up. The last time I was invited to the master's bedroom, he asked me to bring him a file from his office, which was a short trip. In fact, he'll jerk his head towards the door over here.
I smile. I go, Interesting. I would not have you violate your commitment, of course, and we will not disturb you further. Perhaps it is time to go upstairs and rest further.
Yes.
We will depart as soon as possible. We can see ourselves to the door.
Oh, good. Right. If that's all right, then we'll go upstairs and
Have a good evening. Rest well.
We'll show ourselves out now.
Yes.
The younger one speaks up. Wait, as the older one gives him a warning look as he goes upstairs. He says, the younger one looks at Tomjin. It's been a long time since we've been allowed to leave. We haven't left since we've been here. Do you know if the blacksmith still stands? If the smithy is still there? Or if it was destroyed in the attack?
It still stands. We limited the attack.
And the man who works there? Fyrstal?
So just about a few hours ago, he was fine.
Oh. Right. Dmitri, the older one says. Yes, coming. Can you... He'll take a necklace from around his neck. You see, the necklace is made of steel and denotes the morning world. Can you give him this, please?
I smile at the amulet.
Dmitri! Please.
I will. Go to your brother, I will. And I put it into my
Just
pocket.
tell him you found it on the road somewhere.
I kind of pause and look at him and go, I understand.
Thank you. And with that, he'll follow his brother upstairs. You guys hear whispered Barovian arguing. And shoot.
Gentlemen, our window is now, I do believe. I pull out my silver rapier.
There's no way. There's no defenses in his own bedroom if his office was defended.
Oh, I'm sure there's not going to be a walk in the park.
If only we were invited.
I have to think about what to do with them later. But for now, let's deal with this.
When everyone through the door, or shall we come in and through windows and everything else? I'm saying this quietly.
I'm not the greatest tactician. Mughal will say, just point us where to go, boys.
Look at Honorum and Varus. Thoughts?
Either way we go is probably heavily guarded
Yeah.
and alarmed. He probably doesn't expect us to have gotten this far with his wards.
What did you find so far? I was kind of stuck on the stairs.
That Tomjin?
I just asked, did we find anything important so far? Because I've been stuck on the stairs. When they searched. What?
You smell him. He was here. Not in those rooms. We were checking here. You were taken. Here we are again.
Well then. Kind of move up here. Look at everybody. And give a nod. Hold up my hand like I'm going to knock on the door. Oh, there goes Fisk.
Oh, the door's open, right?
Yeah, the door's been open previously.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Yep.
Well, I figured if it was closed, we wouldn't be able to see in, but
Yeah.
Yep,
So-
I'm going to quietly follow Fisk in.
yeah, I'm gonna be on all fours, moving quiet.
Same, as quiet as I can. I have a feeling he knows we're here, but,
The party.
I give Urgle a little nudge.
Urgle will turn to you and say, I'm sorry, my token's stuck.
Your big head can't get through the door
Will be
again.
like, hold on, let me help you, and pull on his leg. Sorry, token is just awkward for feet. There we go. As you guys enter, your feet touch upon the smoothest, softest, fluffiest carpet you've ever seen. With the smell of it, the carpet has been perfumed with lavender as well. You enter what seems to be a bedroom. There is a unlit fireplace with a comfortable chair in front, just within hand's reach of a large bookshelf. There is a clothes cabinet as well as a set of dressers. A large, beautiful, and luxurious bed sitting atop a thick carpet that looks quite expensive. Rests bathes in the moonlight.
Anything
Oh, yeah.
appear magical, like this carp that I'm standing on?
Steve, you still have detect magic on, yes, Honorin?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, Honorin, you will detect the bed as magical, and you will be detecting the bear carpet as magical. You'll be detecting as well that the wall behind the bed is magical as well. Transfiguration, divination, and conjuration for the wall.
Careful of the rug.
Oh, I remember rugs.
Takes a step back.
Escher, you have company.
Silence. Soon lifts the pillow.
I'm gonna start looking and without touching the rug, seeing if I recognize anything.
Go ahead and give me an investigation checks, if you like.
Actually, gonna crawl under the bed and look under.
Finally.
Investigation 21. Tom, let's look at the fireplace. You see that, in fact, the fireplace has not been used. There's no ashes or anything at the bottom. Almost like it's not been used in ever. Like it's brand new.
I'm gonna pay particular attention and look for latches or anything that indicates this thing might open up.
Well, as you kind of stick your head in and look, give me a perception check. Actually, what is your passive perception, Tomjin?
If I can find it. 18.
18, in that case, that's going to be high enough to see that there is a floating skull right above your head. It seems to hover in the air. There's 2 red dots in its eyes. At the moment, it seems dormant.
Does it look like the one that we saw that the guy was wearing as a hat?
No, it's not.
Okay, I kind of back my head out real quick, and I just go, I point to the fireplace and I go, floating skull. Interesting.
The wall behind the bed is also giving off a strong conjuration magic vibe. Divination to the bed.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry, I must have mixed those up. That should have been divination on the wall, conjuration on the bed. My bad.
Is there a mirror
Alright.
on the wall?
As you look, yeah, you see that behind the veil there is indeed a mirror on the wall. It is strange now that you look at it. It seems to simply be completely blackened instead of reflecting the room.
Anything under the bed?
Under the bed, let me see, Fisk. You find a rectangular box, a flat rectangular box. You find a book, and you find what seems to be a small figurine.
Oh, good.
Fisk, you recognize the figurine as Strahd himself. It is very handsomely made. It seems to accentuate his jaw, his features. His cape is billowing heroically behind him.
Well, he looks at his Strahd action figure. I'm gonna gently use my scimitar and kind of nudge the blankets on the bed around a little bit and flip the pillow over.
Flip the pillow over and the blanket, you move them around. It seems that they are all of the highest quality, practically pouring off your blade as you move them around.
The book. What is the book?
It is written in Barovian. I do not understand what it says.
Bassoon, can you read?
Barovian? Oh. They try to teach me, but I'm a little too thick.
I'm going to take my rapier and kind of tap that glass mirror very gently. See what it does.
It makes no sound whatsoever.
I'm gonna pocket the book. The rectangular box. Is it just a box? Is there a latch? Is it locked?
It seems to be a rectangular wooden box. There's no latch. Seems to be perfectly open.
I take it over to honor him. Just kind of hold it up. Magic.
I'll take a quick gander. Magic.
Yes.
Right?
Transfiguration.
Box. Well, what's in it?
I don't know. You want to open it?
Magic trap.
Possibly. Maybe leave it for now. Come back to it.
Hand it to Urgle to put in the bag of holding.
On my scimitar, did I feel when I hit the mirror? Or did
It
it?
felt as if your point of the scimitar simply went through.
At that point, I'm going to kind of just push the blade in.
Goes in. It
Just kinda
feels
make a-
like pushing your blade into a tub of peanut butter. It's kind of weird. Like you can tell that there's air, but like the border itself is strange.
Magic passage of some kind. And I kind of show everybody.
One question before I give the box to Urgle. Anything on the box? Decoration, filigrees, symbols?
Yeah, there seems to be a. Now that you're looking at it more closely, there seems to be some writing on it. It is in a flowing script. Something about it seems somewhat familiar.
Does it remind me of anything we've seen at the Dursts?
Yes.
Can we make it out?
It is Barovian script. However, the handwriting seems familiar. I'd say Fisk, and if you're showing it to him, honor him as well. But roll me history checks to see if you can remember what it was. Alright, thank you. Fisk and Honorim, you guys recognize the flowing script as the one that penned the letter of derision to Gustav Durst, one penned by Strahd himself. It seems that whatever is in this box, this very nice box, was gifted to Escher, or by Strahd himself. Maybe it's just him giving him information, instructions. All you seem to recognize is that this is what's happening right here.
I'll point at it and look to Fisk and nod. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Strahd.
Mm-hmm. Aye.
Not now.
No.
Bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
Start to search the room, I guess.
So far, just to reiterate, the magical item, well, magic is coming from here. There's both the wall and the bed. There's no magic coming from it, but there is a hovering skull with red dots in its eyes, hidden right inside the chimney, and the fireplace, strangely enough, seems to have never been used for fire. It's completely clean of any ashes whatsoever. It is also quite large.
As large as in one of us could walk into it easily, or...
Yeah, you probably just have to like bend your head a bit. Urgal and Bassoon would have to like almost really slouch, but yeah. And kind of like hold themselves still. But,
If they're searching, I'm going to start casting Comprehend Language as a ritual. So 5 minutes. While they are looking around.
This is gonna wave Varus over to him and start making his way towards this door.
All right, I'm gonna follow.
And I'm gonna open the door, kind of slowly and peek inside.
be a water closet of some sort. You see, it's got toilet, bathroom closet. You can smell from here first the smell of scented towels, and you can see what seems to be a sink. There is no mirror in the room. No, but the sink.
Just kind of do a sweep of the room visually, ceiling, floors.
Something scaries from under the sink, under the carpet.
What's under
What
the
is
sink?
it?
Something scaries from under the sink to under the cupboard. It moves too fast for you to see.
Scurries.
Varys is gonna say, "Hey, cat."
Reflexively, before
Go get
he even gets it out, just reflexively, Fisk is gonna pounce.
Heidi.
And I'm butt in the air, feet down, kind of tail swishing, looking underneath.
Okay. This
I'm gonna grab
finger
my.
touches something hard and wooden.
Under the sink, the thing that's
under the like the bathroom closet thing.
I'm gonna pull out my. I'm gonna have my scimitar just at the ready.
Sure. Fisk, your hand closes around it. You pull it up.
yeah.
Pull it up. It is a figurine of Isaac Strasny.
Still got
It
the
is-
other Strahd figurine. Is it the same size? Same make?
It is the same size and make, although you see this one does not have, the features enhanced. Isaac, in fact, seems to have been made a little bit uglier than is strictly faithful to life. You can see that his strange right arm is engorged and clawed. And he's wearing a snarling expression.
But it's not moving.
Doesn't seem to.
This is underneath the cabinet?
Yeah, it was underneath the cabinet.
This just kind of turns around, shows Varus.
Did you grab it?
Yeah, I'm holding it in my hand.
I'm gonna reach out to it and just kind of shake its face.
You do, kitty.
Feels like a normal wooden figurine, Varus.
That's pretty bizarre. Do you want to hold on to that, or do you want me to hold on to that, or should we crush it?
I kind of hold it out to you. Honor him.
Good idea. I'll take it. And then I'll say honor him. I think is busy right now, so let's give him a few minutes, and we'll ask him about this.
As everyone's searching, honor him, you finish comprehend languages. You now understand languages that you have not known before.
Yay, languages. I grabbed the book.
The book reads as such. Words of Love Everlasting by Escher Escher.
A book of poetry.
By Escher Escher.
My detect magic would be gone by now, but before it went, was it magical?
The book itself, no.
No. I'll open it quickly and just take a brief scan.
The book is filled with something that's a little bit alien to you there, Honor. Love poetry. It seems that Escher has, giving it a quick scan, it seems that Escher has dedicated a collection of poems to Strahd von Zerbeck, the king of his heart. The poem that you happen to read compares Strahd's luxurious hair to that of the blackness of the night sky on the outside, enhanced all the more by his eyes embedded there.
Yeah, that's good. I closed the book. I'll toss it at Ergo. There. Might be worth something. Sorry, Fisk, did you say something? Were you looking for me?
Look at Varus.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it off to there. I'm gonna hand it off to Honor him and say, this little fellow was hiding out underneath the cabinet in the bathroom, and I'll kind of toss it over to him. What do you think?
Unfortunately, my spell is worn off. Can't tell if it's magical or not. Where's the other one? Was the one of Strahd?
One of Strahd and one of Ireena that you found downstairs.
And they were both magical.
Yes.
I'll assume this one is as well.
Where was it?
It's in a bathroom underneath like a cabinet.
Are there any colors to these?
Yes, they are beautifully colored.
And they're like some aren't black and some aren't white, or Something along those lines, are they?
No, they're just as it seems that whoever painted them as close to life as they could.
Fisk, did this thing run across the floor? Is that what ran across the floor?
Nothing else on the floor.
I look at this and Barris and I go, there were more of these?
I didn't see any more of those. But that thing just ran. It was running. It ran across the floor.
Just for shits and giggles, Fisk is going to take out one of the figurines that he kept from the Dursts.
Wow.
And I'm going to pull it out and compare it to the one Strahd that I've got. Just one of us, and compare the two figurines and the make.
Give me this is something that you don't get to do too often, so please go ahead and give me your proficiency with your tools. Can't tell. The figurine from the Durst house, all of them. I know it's been a while, but just a reminder is that it seems that once you've exited the Durst house, they've aged terribly. They're still in one piece, however, they are terribly worn, the paint has chipped off. Hard to tell. Although you do remember that they were also painted and they were also well made. But
Not
the
magical.
state they are in now, it is too difficult to tell.
Armigen's going to reach out and put his appraiser's eye to these things. If he can find anything, or...
There. Give me Ireena's.
I shook its face and it didn't do anything.
Can I look at these, DM? And
Oh yeah. What would you like to do?
I'm just going to examine them as best I can. I'm not sure what would be appropriate to roll with it.
Investigation.
Alrighty.
These are exquisitely well-made wooden figurines. You see that the ones for Ireena and Strahd has truly captured the likeness of these people, almost as if they've been shrunk down, honestly, and frozen in time. Ireena, however, looks a lot more mousy and demure than she is in real life. While Isaac looks a little bit uglier too, and Strahd's features have been exaggerated in their handsomeness.
And the originals that we had from the Durst house compared?
Compared to them, it's hard. Like the originals also were pretty well made, but with their current extremely weathered condition,
It's hard to say.
Hard
All right.
to tell if it was really the same person.
Okay.
However, you can make for certain that they were both very competently made.
All well made, a lot of craft, a little bit of art, and opinion in them. I say we keep all of them very safe for now. And then I turn my attention to the fireplace. I go, honor him. Could you join me over here? I kind of step over.
The last time we saw a floating skull, it didn't go so well, guys. Just an FYI. If you remember.
That's why I'm taking it slow. And I point up to it and I go, does that ring any bells?
Peek my head in there and take a look.
Honorim, I think you've seen one of these before. Yes, you have. Honorim, this is a flame skull. It seems to be in a somewhat dormant state at the moment. It seems that you entering the room did not activate it, so you're not quite sure what will. If you stood in the fireplace and straightened, you could almost put it on your head.
Yeah, we won't be doing that. Yeah. Seems dormant.
Is there a damper in the fireplace that can be closed?
A damper?
The vent, you can close fireplaces usually. There's a little lever you pull.
Looking around, you see on the inside of the fireplace next to the skull, there does seem to be a small indentation where you can put 2 fingers in.
I point at that honor him. I go, this is odd. I'm gonna hop up over by this window and honor him here and look out. Is there a wall? Does the structure go on outside where the fireplace is? I can't tell with the lighting.
Would you? Not sure what you ask.
Is there like a room behind on the wall behind where the fireplace is, or is it just
no,
open out there?
Seem to be. It seems that the wall simply ends, and that there is a chimney going up
Okay.
and down as well.
Down. I'm gonna honor him. I go, can you think of any way we could hold that thing up there while I check this fireplace out in case it wakes up?
Alas, no.
Do we have a shield we could stuff up there and just hold it?
Room to check.
We could maybe you could use the mirror. Maybe we should take the skull and shove it in the mirror, like you put your sword in there. Google will say.
Looking at the mirror, I'm like, all right, we have 2 things. We got this fireplace, which could be a passage, obviously trapped, and we have that mirror. I'm gonna wander around the rug.
Once you approach the mirror, say you have a passive perception enough to notice the faint runes surrounding the top of the room.
Try and read said runes.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. I think that just get my note for that.
I see some runes on the outside of the mirror. Let me see what it says.
Okay.
I just read them, I don't speak them.
Alright, it says magic mirror on the wall, summon forth your shade. Night's dark vengeance, heed my call, and wield your murderous blade.
I never liked riddles. Now I'll repeat that to the group.
You repeat it to the group.
Not word for word. Something about the mirror. Give him the gist of it.
Soon raises his hand. I vote we smash it.
How about we leave it for now? It seems like another trap. And I go back to the fireplace here. And I tell Bassoon, I said, watch that mirror for me.
You got it, boss.
And could you drop the Can you drop the riddle in the quest channel when you get a second?
Yep, one moment.
And the bed was divination, right?
The mirror is divination.
Oh, sorry. The bed was conjuration.
Yeah. Holler at Urgla says, "Give me some rope. I'm gonna try something."
Sorry. 1 second.
No problem.
Magic mirror on the wall. We'll go move back. So we move next to the window. He'll grimace as he looks outside at the strange horses, fey horses.
Yeah, I'm definitely not saying those aloud in that form at this point.
All right, I said, all right, folks. I'm gonna do some stuff here, and I have a feeling this skull could wake up, so be ready.
You
So
gonna push
just
the button?
everybody, be prepared. And yeah, I'm gonna start reaching in and see if I can detect anything, or sense anything. But yeah, I'm gonna put my fingers on those indentations.
Alright. You put your fingers in the indentation, and the stone floor of the fireplace slides aside, revealing a circular staircase. It seems to
Down?
be down for quite a ways, but you think, Tarmudgeon, you can see light at the very bottom of the step.
The skull hasn't reacted.
Not yet.
Who said that?
Darwin looks up at the skull, looks down at the stairs.
Something did change about it, is that you see now its red eyes are now pointed down.
Yeah, I am not going to cross into the threshold here any more than I am already. And I'm going to call down, Escher, we've come calling. And no, we haven't tricked your little trap. I look to everybody. I'm like, we go down one step, that thing will probably come to life. Any ideas? I look at Honorum. What can this thing do to us?
I'll recall back to my studying days and regurgitate what I remember about them.
Flame skulls? Give me a religion check.
We fought one of these before already.
Yes, you did.
Okay, it was one of those. All right.
Yeah. Varus will say, I want to go down. I want to go down the stairs. So, I mean, what else are we going to do?
Yeah,
Are we going
let's
to sit in
say.
this room? So, I'll go first. If we all agree that we need to go down there and check it out, then I'll go first.
Said, let me try something first. But I agree. And at that point, I'm going to pull out that rope and we'll see what happens, sword ready. I'm going to say, all right, here we go. And I just kind of touch the skull with the rope. Does it react?
Doesn't react
All right. I just set my rapier down so I have two hands free. And I'm going to try and feed this rope through the eye socket of this thing.
Let's begin to fit it into, the rope begins to smoke.
All right. How about through the jaw? Is the jaw attached?
The jaw is attached.
All right. I'm going to try and push some of this rope through that jaw and wrap it around the skull and start tying it in a ball.
Right, you begin to do so. You end up with a rope ball containing a seemingly dormant flame skull.
All right, I'm gonna.
Garbage, it's a flaming skull. I.e., it can burn shit.
Yeah, but it'll give us a chance to beat the hell out of it until it does. And I take the rope, not yanking on it, but I tie it off to the nearest piece of heavy furniture or something like that, so it's got no slack beyond where it's at.
Sure.
And like, all right, I kind of grab the rope. I'm like, everybody get ready to smash the fuck out of this thing. I'm going to yank it out of there. And I pick my rear pier up.
I was going to try to just sneak down.
I stand back and go, all right, by all means. And I hold my rapier as good as plan as any.
Okay, hold on. If you're going to do that anyway, then, and it's balled up,
Right.
do what I want to do is I want to jump on the rail and kind of surf down and then have my arrow pointed up while he yanks it to see what happens.
What?
No?
So he wants to ride the stairwell going down.
I was going to ride the stairwell down on the rail, like kind of
There's no rail. It's like a wall.
It's not a
It's
rail.
like a circular with stairwell dug into the earth.
Got it. I was thinking something.
Yeah, I look at him, I go,
That
I
sounded
say,
really badass, but
yeah, I go, run when you do. And I just kind of hold the rope.
No, I didn't. I thought the stairwell was different than what it was.
Oh, okay.
So my idea was not viable. So just pull that fucker and let's go.
Right, I say, Bassoon, you might want to come here and help us smash this thing.
coming right up.
Kind of let everybody kind of form a circle and yank it out, see what it does.
You yank it out as the flame skull is yanked forcefully out. You see, it just hovers in front of the fireplace like a balloon, and then you see a blue flame begins to surround it.
Could you put it in the bag of holding?
And you can see a body is beginning to form beneath it, out of blue flame. Soon's kind of looking. Do I attack now? Or...
Fisk is gonna run up and pummel the shit out of it.
Same. Not waiting. Green
Okay, in
flame
that
blade.
case, I'd like you to roll me initiative as it takes shape.
Come on. Am I
Do I get
selected?
those first hits, or does this tell me what it is?
Those first hits? Yeah, get those first hits.
One, two. So both arms, fist leaps up to 2 feet, runs forward, and both arms go wide, and it basically just blocks the thing.
Like, pop, pop. Okay.
And just box its ears.
Smash at the skull. It seems to be pretty damn tough. You can see the body is forming more and more. Like now it has like arms, legs, torso, and like the head, the skull itself is like all wreathed in blue fire. Anything else, Fisk?
I'm gonna pull the Spear of Beasts out, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Well,
Susan
that's the first 2 hits, but you can go to.
Bassoon is going to smash with his great sword once, twice, missing both times, unfortunately. Varys, go ahead.
Is this an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
It's an undead.
Okay, I am going to cast protection from evil and good on Ptarmigan.
Okay.
Which means that until the spell ends, one willing creature, which is you. I have to touch. It's 5, 10, 15. I'm going to walk up and I'm going to touch him.
Okay.
And then he gets the creature gets disadvantage on attack rolls against the target, so a disadvantage against Ptarmigan, and you can't be frightened or charmed. So I'm going to cast that on Ptarmigan.
Alrighty, Ptarmigan.
And then I'm going to move back 5 feet.
Okay.
I'll smile and go, thank you greatly. And then I sweep up with my rapier from below as the body forms right into the bottom of the skull with a black flaming blade.
10, unfortunately, is not going to be sufficient.
And
Anything
I'm
else,
gonna move
Tom?
out. Yeah, I'm moving out. Creating some distance. And some fighting room for everybody. And I'm back to there with disengage.
Borgo is going to move in. He's going to bring down his maul as strongly as possible on top of the skull, trying to crack it. Let's see, black and maul, this is 16, that's a 20, 20 is going to hit. Honor him, your turn, go ahead.
And I reach into the small wand hanging from my belt. I point it at the skull and I say, Dabash.
A thin line of force erupts from the wand, perfectly piercing the skull. Go ahead and roll me damage, please.
Seven.
Thank you. Anything else, Honor?
Spells. Those are spell. Nope. I'm good where I am.
Okay. With that, you see that it finishes. The blue flame begins to materialize, turning into what seems to be an actual body. A pale face draped by black hair. Wide shoulders draped with a fur cape. This figure is unmistakable. Strahd von Zarovec stands before you. My dear Escher, how I've missed you so, my darling. Your paintings and creations delight me even now in your absence. And know that I count every minute until we can be reunited again.
This guy's got a fucking blow up doll of Strahd.
Strahd then just freezes, kind of like in this pose of like holding the cheek. Fisk. If you squint, you can sort of see the outline of the flame skull through Strahd's face.
I'm going to step over here and aim for that.
Escher, my darling. Like, as he begins to speak again, repeating his speech, Fisk, go ahead.
Crack him once on the side of the head with a fist, and then spin around and hit him with a heel.
Letty, go ahead. Pow, pow. Letty. I can definitely feel the bones, the skull cracking more and more.
It's 1. This is 2.
Okay.
It's 19.
Letty. Crack! With a crack of flame, the vision of Strahd disappears as the flame skull caved in, falls to the floor.
There goes Escher's sex toy. It's going to be very unhappy.
Armin just kind of walks by, goes, well, I'm not going to kink shame even Escher. I go to the top of the stairs, start listening.
Is there anything left of the skull that may be of use?
It's shards of skull.
Okay.
If you find the teeth, if you find that useful. The skull shard fragments itself.
Any gold teeth? No.
Doesn't seem to be, unfortunately. It doesn't seem dentistry has really made many advances in Bohemia.
No grill.
Nope. Well, as usual, be ready to come save me. And then I sneak as quietly possible down the stairs.
Alright, and as you begin to make your way down the stairs, I think we'll take our break here.
Heck yeah. All right.
Righty, gentlemen, welcome back. As the party begins to make their way down the staircase. Let's see. Just change the idea. Party. I don't know if you guys can see the new map. It's loading for me. No, once you guys can see it.
Here we go.
We all good?
Yep.
Alrighty. As you guys make your way down the staircase, you see something your eyes have not seen in weeks and weeks. First, you don't recognize it as such due to now its strangeness, but as you emerge out into the impossible field, fresh air filling your lungs, you can feel it on your skin. Sunlight. You emerge into what seems to be a tranquil forest. Its boughs rustling gently in the winds. You can hear birdsong as well. Completely different from the taut, tense quiet and nervous animal noises of Bohemian forests. So distance ahead, you can see something strange. Bottles leaking red liquid litter the ground here and there. Further away from you, in a clearing in the middle, inside a patch of rock, is a large fountain with a hand reaching out. Auburn-haired figure lies in the stone. You guys can recognize Escher's blonde hair as he kneels on the stairs in front of it. Strad von Zerbeck and his copies pose various poses, unmoving around a coffin. The scene is as surreal as it sounds.
I think we need Ergol's token. Oh, there he is. He's buried.
He was hiding. Yep.
Oh, it's
Gonna
Shirgal goes, what the fuck?
kind of call out and I go, surprisingly biting right in the sunny compared to what I expected. Start strolling up.
Isha does not respond. He's
I'm gonna break off.
really kneeling, staring up at the hand. Something, a quick smell will tell you this is alcohol mixed with blood.
I'm gonna kind of wave to everybody and say, I think we should fan out like Fisk is doing. And I'm gonna move in this direction. Still no response from these things? These guys?
No, it doesn't seem so. So,
Are they literal stone statues, or they look like something else that
no, they look like the actual Strad von Zerbeck, albeit in lighter clothing. Like this, each of these statues have been given like various outfits that accentuates Strad's physique. It seems that these are generally basically what a nobleman would wear on the outside. No armor, and stuff like that. Just general nice looking clothes. The kind you'd wear on a summer holiday.
Yeah, I'm gonna scant along along the outside here.
These are made of wood, by the way. They are extremely well painted. Fisk.
Yeah, somebody has a hobby. As I get closer to Escher, I'm examining him carefully, or not.
You see his eyes are red, and his cheeks streak with tears of blood, as he simply stares up at Ireena from his kneeling position on the ground.
How does Ireena look?
Not to tell, she's a little bit too high up.
All right, I'm gonna step right here, watching Escher.
He seems to, not that you're close enough, it seems that he's muttering to himself.
Right,
Whispers, imaginative mutters. You can see that his clothes are filthy, that he's covered in blood head to toe.
how high up is that?
15 feet.
Seeing Tarm get closer, Urgel is closer, everybody's coming in. I'm going to dash up directly to Ireena.
As
Right.
you go to put your foot on the lip of the fountain here, a curtain of blood blasting up intensely prevents you from passing.
No change with Escher?
Begins to stand up. Why? Why? What does she have that I don't? I've given you everything. You can tell by the way he staggers and gestures wildly that he's drunk. He picks up one of the wine bottles, sees that it's empty, turns around and throws it as hard as he can at Ireena. Like the wall of blood, the wine bottle shatters against it. Escher just stumbles forward into this disheveled, filthy coffin and starts sobbing as he leans on it, not paying you guys any mind at the moment. Girl takes a step back. Soon shakes his head in disgust at his shape.
I wave at everybody and just, and then I point up at Ireena. I just like try and get her. And I'm gonna close a little bit on Escher, not in a threatening way. And
See his shoulders heave and shake as he sobs into his coffin.
Meanwhile, Fisk is going to go up to the fountain, look at it, and just do a circle around the fountain, kind of waving Honorum over to him.
Circling around.
Help us look.
just gonna watch Escher for any change. But if he's just sobbing, I'm gonna leave him. And I'm just gonna watch what everybody else does. So I can kind of I'm making ready to make a distraction or whatever.
Basically, I want to help honor
Pokes one of the
try and
statues. Hear the sound of wood.
I want to help honor him find anything that would give us a clue to how to shut this thing down. Any writing on the fountain, runes.
Give me an investigation check. And 17. Yes, there are runes on the fountain. Writing on the front, sides and back is Elvish carving. Who here speaks Elvish? I know Varys does, but I think he's a little bit too far to see.
Is my detect languages still going?
Oh, yes, it should be. You detect that there is language on the fountain. You read as such. To the only son Barovia ever needed. Your loving slave, Escher. May it keep you safe, warm, and fed forever. Just like my love for you.
says that on the fountain.
Built for Strahd. Sleep. Anything else I can make out about this circle of protective blood? We get closer.
Strange. Go ahead and give me an arcana there on it. It reminds you of a wall of water, but you've never seen a wall of water that has the intensity that this blood has. Like when you threw the bottle at the fountain, the bottle practically turned into shaved glass. Touching this blood without some sort of protection would certainly leave quite a mark.
It would hurt. Gotcha.
It's fairly obvious that the fountain reacts to movement past a certain perimeter. However, it stands to reason that it can be turned on and off since Ireena isn't there.
Careful with that fountain. Quite dangerous. Gotta be a way to turn it off here somewhere.
I bet Escher can turn it off.
He hears his name. You see Escher suddenly lifts up his head. His eyes are crazed, puffy, and you see like the twin streaks of red making him look like some sort of demon. In a hoarse voice, he says, "When did you get here? What do you want from me? Get out of here and leave me alone before I kill you!"
You want her?
Oh, of course you do. Everyone wants Ireena Kolyana, the most beautiful woman in the world. The one who took Strahd's heart and holds it between two fingers like a piece of trash, too disgusting to contemplate. While I, his loyal, loving servant, can tossed aside like used wrappings. What's so special about her?
We take her.
So we can give her to him. So she can be reached by him. Slams his fist on the coffin, making like an indent in the thick wood. No, she stays right there where he can never have her. Where she can never belong to him instead of me.
We take her to protect her from him. We take her.
You were going to bring her to his castle. Slap. Slap.
She wanted to go.
And you would have let her? You would have given him exactly what he wanted.
Maybe.
I thought it's been enough time. I thought he'd forgiven me by now. Did you see how disgusted he was with me? Escher throws his head back and lets out a scream that echoes in a strange way, as if you were standing in a cave, not an open forest.
We take her. We leave you alone.
You can certainly try. Not even Strahd himself could force his way through that blood. Not without losing his arm. I've made it for him, so that we may rest in there together. That you may forgive me. That you may love me again. His fist goes snap right through the top of the thick wooden coffin.
I'm going to try and disbelieve what I'm seeing as an environment, believing it may be an illusion of some sort.
Alright, go ahead and give me, I think it's an investigation roll usually.
Let's see. Major image on mine.
I believe yes, it is an investigation, so please go ahead. Investigation 21 is going to succeed, Anrem, as you squeeze and repeat the mantra taught to you by Melchior when one encounters a illusion. You can still see the forest and everything, but you can tell that you are actually standing in a large cave-like chamber and not an actual forest. The only thing here that does seem real are these Escher, the coffin, the bottles, the statues, and the fountain and its surroundings. The sunlight, the wind, the trees, all of that's completely fake.
The area is an illusion. As far as the plants and the sun goes.
Escher gives a bitter laugh. What gave it away?
No, we're in Barovia for one.
Really? Not the fact that we're underground?
Yeah, portals can go to different places. As a magic user, you would know that.
Yeah.
Iska's gonna make his way over to honor him.
But it is well done.
Suppose he sent you after me to finally wipe away this last bitter embarrassment for daring to try and approach him once again, for daring to put hands on his oh so precious Tatiana.
Iska's gonna tap the book that honor him down under the bed upstairs.
It's in the bag of holding, unfortunately.
The book? I thought honor him had it.
Thought you guys gave it to Honor, to Olgo? Okay. In that case, you still have it then.
I'm gonna tap the book. Password in poetry.
Yes. Possibly. I'll scan the book for something that could be as a password.
This book is quite thick. I mean, you're a fast reader, Honor, and it'll probably take even you about 40 minutes to skim through it. And that's without, careful consideration of the material.
I'll say words of love everlasting.
Escher gives a harsh ha as your words echoes out. Yes, keep trying. Maybe having some of my own poetry recited to me might cheer me up. A gesture towards the wine bottle, kind of stumble over here and seem like a lift one up. Ah! Smashes on the ground. It's the other one. Seems to be stumbles over to the statue of Strahd, caresses its face as he slides down it. Just kind of leans against the statue's legs, begins to drink.
I'm looking at Escher. Is he carrying anything?
He is wearing filthy noble's clothing. You do not see any obvious equipment on him other than clothing. However, you could roll me a perception check.
Right.
In the bottom.
In the bottom, yes.
There's so much blood and filth on him that it's hard to tell. Varys, as Escher's drinking, begins to sing a quiet song in Elvish to himself. You recognize this as a classic Elvish love song between the sun and the moon.
It's beautiful. What are the statues made of again?
Wood.
I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move up behind this statue right here.
What do you care anyway? Why do you want to get her out? Huh? I've done you a favor. I've done her a favor too. This is probably, actually, the only place in Barovia where she would be safe from him. Where she can never enter his arms. Here's to you, Lady Kaliana. You hateable Tatiana. You red-haired harridan. May you slumber safely for all eternity as Barovia rots around you. See some of it spills down his chin and onto his chest. Doesn't care.
Take a closer look at this wooden statue of Strahd. See if I can see anything out of the ordinary other than it's a life-size wooden statue of Strahd.
Give me an investigation check. In the meantime, you see Bassoon approach the fountain with a calculating expression, drawing out his greatsword. Like a baseball batter. You guys hear the intense flowing sound of the fountain, and hear a sound like bzzz. I see Bassoon kind of hold the sword back. It's now missing its upper half.
Bassoon, I warned you.
My sword. Damn it. I better get an earful from the old man. I'm out of ideas. That's a 10. As far as you can tell on him, this seems to be a larger version of the Strahd figurine, Ireena, and that you found out upstairs, only lifelike in size and wearing different outfits. This one in particular is Strahd in an airy white shirt, with a deep cut in his chest, simple black pants, and high leather boots. It is smiling gently.
Well, Escher, are you going to give us Ireena or not?
Well, this kind of leans at you like from beside the statue. For a smart fellow, you sure are stupid, aren't you? I said she's staying here where he can't have her.
I kind of lean against his coffin and I go, you know that the master's anger will be magnificent.
What do you think I care? He already hates me. He's already never wants to see me again. What do I have to lose at this point?
Any chance ever again?
Well, if you have any ideas to make ever again have a chance, I'm all ears.
There is one way. One way you would never have considered.
And what's that?
In the curse.
Bottle pauses halfway to his lips. And he, turns around to look at you like this. If I knew how to do that, I would have done so already. And been his... I don't think I would even be a concubine anymore. I think he'd straight up marry me. And if you knew how to do it, then you'd have done so already.
No, I'm still putting the pieces together.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Have you found any leads at all?
Well,
When Strahd himself couldn't?
I walk up close to him. I go, Strahd isn't the only...
As you before you begin to speak, he looks up at you and goes, "Ah, you're a mongrel, aren't you?"
And I smile at him. Half of that, which is half of Strahd. Or all of Strahd, anyway. Anyway.
Sorry, are you implying that Strahd is a half-elf?
Or, no, he's human. Is he human? Or is he
Strahd's
elven?
human, yeah. Strahd
Yeah.
isn't- yeah.
Oh, okay. I said what Strahd is half of me. And
He looks like he's about to throw his bottle at you, but then reconsiders it. There's still some liquid. Points a waving finger in your face. You are not fit to lick the dirt from his boots. Nothing. We're all nothing compared to the man.
well, there are some that carry his bloodline that have power.
Pale limitations. All of us. He is unique. Blessed by the dark powers.
I hold my hand up like I'm going to touch him, and I go, "May I?"
What do you want?
May I? It shouldn't do more than sting. I don't even pretend to be able to hurt you this way.
What do you want to do to me?
I want to show you something. I can't explain it. I have to show it.
Fine, go ahead. I don't care. Kill me if you want.
I,
Never get the board to release her.
I kind of close my eyes and put my hand on his forearm, and I concentrate on the Barovian Queen, the Raven Queen, and I actually just kind of cast Spare the Dying, just as a flavor of magic.
So you cast Spare the Dying? Ah! Bastard!
Said it might sting. It didn't kill you, you big baby.
Is that supposed to make me feel something?
Did you feel where it came from?
Came from you.
No, it came from more than that. Kind of look back.
Kind of narrows his eyes. Seems to be far, far too inebriated to make out what you're trying to get at.
I go, have you heard of the Raven Queen?
Who hasn't? She was very popular where I came from. Always thought she was really creepy. Even before I number myself amongst her enemies.
I lean in, very quietly whisper, that is Strahd's mother.
He'll stare at you. Throw his head back and go. You can tell it's not like a genuine laugh. It's like a sarcastic laugh. Oh, really? Well, in that case, Ao is my father and Tiamat is my granddaughter. It's the same that they're stuck outside and I'm here. Otherwise, it could have been a great help. Ravenovia is far more ancient than Strahd, fool. Strahd has barely been alive for, well, 540 years, as I recall. Maybe more, maybe less, but no more than that. The Raven Queen is more than 2,000 years old.
I smile at him because you don't even know that time flows different here. And I walk away.
What? Hey! Get back as you walk away, kind of like... What do you mean by that?
Told you I've been looking into things. Time flows different here. We are
Fine.
separated by more than mists from everything else. This isn't just a place.
That could make sense. Yes. Well, that does explain some of the strange things that other adventurers and comers to Barovia have mentioned. Indeed.
I'm sure you've encountered some people that have told you some strange things that didn't even make sense. You flip any rock here, it's Strahd. Turn over any leaf, there's Strahd.
I'll
But
admit
there-
I've not been paying too much attention to such affairs. As I've been dealing with a bad breakup. Fine. So time flows differently. How does that prove your claim? Under him in the coffin, you find some damp earth, tamped down.
Look at Escher and I go, have you seen the one that laughs? The one in the sky?
The one that laughs in the sky?
Apparently not. Then again, I leave. Gotta go check out the coffin.
Shagan.
I'm kind of looking at everybody and I go, I'm like, so what do you think, gentlemen? I don't think he's smart enough to understand why helping us would be a good thing.
You still haven't explained why that would be. You made some wild claims and then played the mysterious stranger card and strolled away. And now you expect me to fall to a childish talk.
Imogen's lost for an idea, but looking thoughtful.
South,
Irene.
east,
Irene is thinking.
west.
No. Well, now the cat wants to try. Yes, north, south, east, west. Northeast, southwest, west, east, west. What's your point?
East, west, south. Great lines.
Crawl over here and just pull himself up, staggering to his feet.
Holy Tagakis.
The Amber Temple.
The Amber Temple. When he still cared for my well-being. Strahd warned me never to venture near there.
Why?
You think I'd ask? His ward is like the god's own honey to me. I simply nodded, never thinking to question.
Don't ask him. It needs to ask itself. Why can't it go there? South.
Does it have something to do with the Bat Lord?
Bat Lord? What Bat Lord?
Guess not.
So much. So much it doesn't know.
All I need to know is that Strahd will love me again.
Did he ever love you?
Anna, I'm sorry, could you repeat last?
Did he ever love you?
Yes! Yes, he did! He'll
Hold my hand back to honor him.
You see him transform into mist and reappear in Honorim's face. And Honorim, you can feel flecks of blood and alcohol splattering as he screams in your face. Urgel and Bassoon immediately begin to approach. Escher pays them no mind. The love we shared was burned hotter than any vengeance, was brighter than any sun, was darker than any god you wish to care to name.
And yet the
The
mists
nights-
held him stronger,
The
didn't they?
mist washed across us as he took me flying in the sky on Bucephalus. Oh.
You're looking to go, and yet the mists always held him back, didn't they?
They did. Oh, my love, I would just pull the mists away so I could breathe free. See your ancient home once again. As you told me, as you promised me.
The mists are your enemy. They're the ones that hold him.
He nods, staggering a little bit from side to side. Those mists. Ah, those damn mists. We've sent so many scouts through it. Only the Vistana can pass. I've suggested they... Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just wanted to make you happy. Oh. Those damn mists, those damn Vistana, damn it all to hell. I don't care anymore.
Lineage.
What are you sorry for?
Had an idea, you see. I'm somewhat of a tinkerer gesturing into this fountain and statues, I've had the assumption that perhaps, since anyone with Vistana vein, with Vistana blood in their veins, well, since they can pass through the mist, what if you took their blood and injected into your own veins? I've devised a ritual to do so. Told my love that it was a ritual to strengthen him, to give him what he wanted. But halfway through, as I revealed the surprise, he got so angry. I didn't know that it was because he let them. I didn't know that he loves the Vistana. I thought that all humans and all mortals were nothing. Mere cattle. All I wanted was to make him happy. That's all.
Would he be happy, free from the curse?
I'd do anything to free him from his curse. From these damnable mists. To allow him to roam free. To conquer the world. Every realm falling under the raven's wing. Seeing his eyes light up, and the sly smile rose across Fisher's lips. Say, slick his hair back a little bit, getting some of the filth out of it, regaining a bit of his former composure. Say, you want Ireena, don't you? And I want Strahd. I propose a deal. Yes. Licks his lips in anticipation. You see, if you give him Ireena, all he'll do is bite her the third time, and she'll turn into a true vampire. One that he would devote more of his powers to. But she doesn't want to be a vampire, does she? Right? That's why she came to you. That's why she came to Vallaki.
Right.
Well, I have a proposal. What if you let me turn Ireena into a vampire myself? Before you say anything, consider this. I would simply turn her into one such as myself. She would be, devoted to me, but I don't care what she does. I don't. As long as she's away from him, I don't care. But you can't turn into a vampire twice. She'd be forever protected from his bite. Aside from her love towards me, her mind will be completely her own. And Not only will she be forever protected from Strahd's bite, he is to take her back. She will no longer be possible for her to be his. And should you know, if the poor girl would find her new state revolting, well, you are her friends. I'm sure you could give her an easy way out. What do you say?
Yeah, no.
I look at him and I'm like, I can't bargain for somebody else's soul. Even I have my limits, unfortunately.
And you really think that turning Ireena into a vampire will somehow get Strahd to love you? You think he wouldn't blink your existence out like that if you did
You'll
something
have
like
no
that?
choice. You'll be gone from him. I was always his favorite. The others, mere women. None of them could ever match my intellect, my fire, my passion for him, and he knows it. I know he does.
So you have something at least in common with Strahd. Unrequited love. You both love someone you cannot have. Yet strive for it.
Yes, is that what you want to hear me say, mortal? Yes, God damn it, yes. 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 Oh.
It would never work.
If you give me something else, then. Something else that Strahd wants. That I can then in turn give to him. I will give you your precious Ireena back. I swear it.
What do we have? Is Strahd better than us? What does he desire?
An escape. Mementos of his former ancestral home. Tatiana. And he wants to apologize to his mother. He wants to bring his mother's murderer to justice. Wants to find their identity. All he knows is that an assassin of some sort did it. I've acquired a mirror that used to belong to the Order of Assassins, but I cannot read its language. I was hoping to give it to him as a gift. A clue.
So much it does not know.
Stop saying that, Tabaxi! Say that one more time, and I'll shave off that tail of yours.
Look at him, and I go, you're going to understand we already know the answers to your questions.
His eyes widen and then narrow, going red. Liar. Ptarmigan, I'd like you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. This will be at
-2.
-2, yeah.
Ptarmigan, for a moment you feel
Wait,
something pushing against
mind.
your mind. Hard, but you can tell that he, in his current state, he's not focused enough. Shake it off. What do you know? Tell me. Tell me, like he'll go like to grab you by the lapel. Tell me. What do you know? Soon,
Kill me, that
Escher's,
knowledge dies.
Sword at Escher's, at Escher's neck, on the side. Put them down. Or you're never going to kiss your precious Strahd again. Let's go. Tell me. Please, tell me.
I look at everybody and I go, this is dangerous knowledge for him to have.
Nothing is dangerous for him to have.
Dangerous for you.
If he's willing to release Ireena in exchange for that, if that's the only way it'll happen.
If your knowledge, information rings true, and I have my ways of checking, I warn you, then yes, I will release it. So long as you promise to never bring her to this castle, to do your best to keep her from him.
He did that anyway.
We're going to bring her to his castle!
I go,
Should I
give you
ever
one.
find that she is in danger of reaching his arms, I swear to God I'll kill her. I have nothing to lose. I swear I'll do it. I'll wring her neck. I'll twist her limbs off one by one. And believe me, I know how to do it while making it last.
Well, I can give you the who. I just don't know the where.
I already know the who. It's obvious. The Baal Verzi, that ancient assassins guild, they were furious when Strahd banished their order, when he slaughtered their leaders for assassinating judges and lawmakers in his domain.
I can see where you would think that. And it's a smart deduction, just not the right one.
The Baal Verzi swore vengeance on him, starting with the one he loved most, his mother, at least at the time.
Well,
Almost the next day that the threat arrived was she, thrown and smashed against that canyon's grounds.
Said it itself. What is stronger than vengeance?
Will you give Strahd the head of the one that murdered his mother?
He shivers in the light. I would walk through sunlight, bathe in holy water, for the privilege to do so.
Give your word, but you will not believe me. But give your word, you will verify it, and if it is true, that you will take that vengeance.
He'll take his two claws, stab them into his wrist. You see the blood stays in the air as he makes an arcane symbol. The blood flatters in fire. I swear. And if I find that you lied to me, then the same oath will hold me to twist your limbs off your body. Now tell me.
Agreed. But first, I want to apologize to you for what I'm about to say.
His eyes narrow, unsure of your purpose.
Just kind of quietly, I go, Baba Le Saga.
Babali Saga. That is old nursemaid.
Check. Learn. Hold to your vow.
How can I check on a woman that died centuries ago? She died before I even arrived in Barovia.
No, she did not. She is banished.
How is
She
she
lived.
alive?
Vanished. But in
Welcome to
Bro.
Barovia.
What do you know of this woman? What do you know of her vocation? Tell me.
Well, Honorim is more familiar than I with that, but she wanders, banished from the castle.
Sucks. He'll...
She loved him enough to
Her-
kill his mother.
Her cunning reflected in how she nurtured him.
He spoke of her with admiration and love. He thought that the reason she was banished was for steps the woman made towards his father, trying to take his heart.
All true.
He always lamented that he could not meet her and give her eternal life. You're telling me that? Impossible. There is someone in Barovia who can hide herself from even Strahd.
More than she hides from Strahd. That is what I've found.
He'll some focus gained here. You'll see he'll step towards his coffin and begin gesturing. As he mutters, you see the earth in the coffin begin to rearrange itself in the air and into a map of Barovia. He hisses in frustration. You lied to me. She is nowhere to be found. The woman is dead.
So are you. Are you on that map?
Fair point. In order to find this Babali Saga, need an item of hers. Anything that she's ever touched. Have you anything of the sort?
See, Termigen racking his brain, looking through pouches.
They're gonna have Olga also like look through his things.
Isk is still sitting on the steps of the fountain, just looking at him.
Ireena. We told him.
Nothing here, Google says.
I have nothing.
Without anything of the sort, then I can't help you. There are ways to hide oneself from my location spell, but I wouldn't expect her to have done so unless she was expecting me to find her. Oh. unless
She's
she's
very
always
strong, I
hiding
believe.
herself for some reason. What do you know of her? Anything. Tell me anything.
She lives in a type of walking hut now and travels hidden. I believe the Nanny Morgan told us that she was last seen in the vicinity of Perez, I believe.
Ah, I see now. It all makes sense. You should have said so first that she was a hag. Ah, that's cunning enemies indeed. Nanny Morgan and her ilk. Already quite the vile bitches to deal with.
Yes, we've already had one run in.
I dare say there's very few things they're afraid of in this land. Save Lord Strahd, of course. Those damn stones of theirs lets them just slip into the ethereal plane.
Yeah. Do you know what their purpose is here in Barovia?
It is anyone's purpose in Barovia. To feed off the power, ancient and hidden here. Like
What does that
flies to
power?
honey.
What's that power feed on? Do you suppose?
Fear, death, terror,
Souls?
souls. My Lord Strahd told us that souls cannot leave Barovia. Even the gods' realms are no escape for the dead. Souls tend to either have two choices, either erode away over time in the realms between. No, three choices, I suppose. Stay here in the physical realm where they risk being perpetually destroyed. Or reincarnate as a new soul in Barovia, a new baby born. I suppose that explains why the Petrovics are always so keen to bring in new souls. Why Barovia expands to steal them from other planes.
Watched it in action.
After all, new souls are always needed. I see.
Somehow this curse creates Barovia, binds Strahd to it. There's a cycle.
Strahd is Barovia. And Barovia is Strahd. So I thought, at least until now, if anyone can hide themselves from Strahd, that changes things.
I think Strahd is the channel. He is the focus. It has made him a tool with his bargain.
Perhaps he made a mistake all that time ago. In
What do you
ancient
need?
times, after his curse first materialized, my Lord Strahd bound himself to the land ever tighter. He sought to make his dominion complete, but now I ask myself whether it was through that the mist's grip on him grew tighter. Yes,
Baba Lysaga may be the key.
she could be a hag more ancient than Strahd himself. She could be the key to everything. he swirls, and the map, as you see, the layer of the map with a shh of sands refreshes. I cannot find her, but I can tell that there are hags in at least 3 locations in Barovia. He'll point to the windmill. He'll point to 4 locations in Barovia. So he'll point to the windmill. He'll point to a point in the swamp under village of Little Barovia. And I will mark these locations. I'm going to need a thicker. And the windmill, of course. Those are potential places where you could find hags. I don't know if her protection from detection spells will extend to this, but at the very least, you could try. We could start our search there.
And what were the other 2 spots?
I'll actually move you guys to the world map so you guys can see.
Okay.
Here it is.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, those
oh,
purple circles.
interesting. Huh.
Oh, I'm realizing I should probably have used a different color because I realized I also circled the Berez ruins.
Oh yeah, from that
The
other.
purple circle. But
Huh.
the windmill and those 3 other locations. Make them 3. Well, it seems that I still have quite a lot left to do. Perhaps you were right. Perhaps all hope is not lost. If you wish, as a symbol of my thanks, I can locate any one object or person in Barovia to show you my grateful. I'm much better at this when I'm not drunk. I'm grateful, all right?
Good. Fisk. There we go. Who do you seek?
Seek someone too.
Well, if you have something of theirs, give it here. Tell you where they are. As they are also a hag that shielded themselves from powerful divination magics.
I'm already looking for my people. This is help you, Fisk.
I'll walk up on all 4s. I'll look in my pouch. I'll look at Ptarmigan. I pull out the hair barrette.
Pull out the hair barrette that found abandoned so long ago. I sure will look at it with a little bit of sneer. A sneer, but like a snide expression. Like, oh, this thing is cheaply made. Oh. Look at it. Give it a lick. Point to the map of the dirt map of Varroga. You see an X appear on Cactus. Never unlock it.
And that's at the base of Mount Cactus. Is that right?
Oh, okay.
With that, our business is concluded. Should I find that you deceived me in any way, shape, or form, or that Miss Kuliana is in danger of falling into Strahd's hand, I'll twist all your limbs off myself, finishing with the head. In
Yes.
fact, I'll bite you first to make sure that you are conscious. You can feel every single twist. Bear the scream of someone when they go that way. It's not allowed. Even I get disgusted when I do this. But I just can't help it. I devote myself to Strahd von Zervik, body and soul. The hand holding Ireena begins to lower with the sound of creaking stone.
Go up. Pull her off.
Seems to be completely fine. She's still wearing. She just seems to be wearing one of her day-to-day dresses. Seems to be sleeping peacefully. Go on, get her out of my sight. I've endured enough of her prattling. My charm of her I've removed as well. Her mind is once again her own.
And Isaac's.
Isaac.
You know, we found the figurines. I assume there's something there with him.
Oh. Well, I think that you've been helping yourselves. He'll snap his finger. You guys who have the figurine, you guys feel like a wiggling and raggling in your pockets as the figurines like begin to clamber out of them. And like kind of drop on the ground, begin to run towards Escher unless anybody tries to catch them.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him go. Watch them curiously.
Distractions while I was planning things.
They are well crafted.
Thank you. I am a master. I'll heave a deep sigh. Did Strahd say anything about me after he left? Did he Anything at all that would be construed as anything remotely positive.
I believe he was strangely silent on it.
He almost seems sad.
Really? Really?
He is hard to read, I won't lie. I don't know.
Oh. Oh, my king. I've broken your heart with my foolishness. Of course you can't forgive me yet. I've harmed one of your beloved Vistana. But I swear I'll make it right. Well, gentlemen, it seems we have an accord. And for now, at least, a common enemy. I trust I don't need to show you off, do I?
We made ourselves pretty familiar, I'll admit.
Excellent.
You have interesting pets, by the way.
Distractions. I was comforting myself. Mere snacks that I couldn't be bothered to kill. Nothing more. Although I suppose now that I'm going to be away from the city for a while, well, I'm afraid going to be out of my control. You can kill them if you wish. They're going to become blood-starved in a few days.
I'll let you know. Anything with the red boar you need taken care of?
No. The innkeeper there is rather competent.
He's an interesting fellow as well.
Rather surprised you've made a connection between me and him. But suppose you wait. No, I did that. I should really get a drink that isn't filled milk. Any volunteers?
I step back, smiling.
I thought not. Well,
We'll leave you to your business, then, if that's okay.
Well, gentlemen, to the loo. And you'll saunter forth. Let's climber the staircase. Don't linger too much in my home, please. I really would be rather put off if I found any of my things I'm missing when I'm sober enough.
I
You see Escher turn into a large bat and flap his way up the stairs.
Fucking bats.
Let's get her the hell out of here.
Agreed, Google says. As the party leaves, you guys are heading straight outside, or are you guys making it? Oopsie.
Yeah.
Stratch is also want to leave. Because you guys are heading straight outside, or are you guys investigating the estate a little bit more? Where'd Donovan go? I just had him a second ago.
Fisk is gonna look at Honorum and Urgle, kind of cock his head.
Return the box.
Yes, probably. And his book.
I say, let us put him here. And I point to the coffin.
Set the book in the coffin, the little wooden box on the coffin.
Now that
I'll,
you can understand what the box says, it says on him, "To my dearest." Escher. The mere sight of you delights me, and your words heal my heaving heart. May this gift find you always here and always at my side. Your Lord and King, Strahd Bonzer.
Now I'm intrigued.
I'm also going to grab a tiny pinch of soil. Just kind of throw it in pouch.
All right. Take a little bit of Escher soil. It's high quality soil. Probably grow from pretty healthy tomatoes there.
Blood-sucking tomatoes, but yes. And with that, I'm ready to leave. I don't really feel like looking around too much.
Honorim's inquisitive nature is getting the best of him, and he opens the box.
All right. Inside the box, you find a simply gorgeous amulet. The amulet, you can see it comes on what seems to be a platinum chain. The amulet itself is made of platinum as well. And you can see it is embedded with a deep ruby. Inside the ruby, you can see a small image of Strahd's crest. Like not carved on it, but just kind of floating inside. It's rather beautiful. And you can tell on him that this thing is magical as well.
If you've got a couple minutes to spare.
You can see, by the way, now that you're up here, that this window has been opened. And the cool air is blowing inside.
So, underground in the forest.
Somebody's out hunting, I believe.
Bassoon grumbles. We should have cut his head off when we got Ireena back. I don't see why we didn't.
Sometimes the enemies of my enemies are my friends.
You heard what he said about twisting limbs off. That was him with that family.
Our chapter with him is not yet done. With that, I'm going to start casting Identify
Alrighty.
ritually, but I've got that token from Parmesan.
Sure.
Yes.
As you cast ritually Identify, body waits around. Ireena seems to still be asleep. Let's see. You identify this as simply this is Strahd's gift. While in Castle Ravenloft, the wearer is always aware of Strahd's location, so long as Strahd wishes it. And as an action, can always teleport themselves to Strahd's location. In addition, thrice per day, the amulet can be used to send Strahd a sending spell. No matter where you are, you don't have to be in Castle Ravenloft.
Alright, when I'm done that, I'll put it back in the box and I'll set it back on his bed.
What does it do?
It's a trinket. I'll explain it briefly.
Could come in useful when we make our final attack, Orville says.
It could. But for now, Could you send Strahd the message that we have Ireena now? She lives.
Wait. Till she's in Palaki. May know before anyway.
What? Are we in Vallaki? I'm confused.
Are we in Vallaki? I thought his manor was like somewhere just outside of it.
No, it's
you
inside.
guys are in Vallaki.
Oh, we are in Vallaki. Okay.
Yeah.
That was my confusion.
Yeah, no, you guys are right.
Okay.
You guys are right over here in the Vallaki map. Assuming since you guys left, I'm going to move you guys back to the Vallaki world map.
I thought his house was just outside of it.
No. It's one of the houses in old Vallaki.
Let us get her home.
The clean night sky. Sorry, clean night air. The night sky is, as always, covered with mists.
Of course.
Can we get her home?
We're going to ride to the Burgomeister mansion, Burgomistress mansion. We'll watch for anybody out on the road.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have your horses, so it doesn't take too long. Ireena's just on first back. Not too many people out at the moment. As you guys make your way to the Burgomeister's mansion. So you see you actually see Victor himself standing outside and speaking with Isaac. Isaac seems to be practically screaming at him, and Victor's like trying to explain himself, but Isaac keeps cutting him off. You see Isaac's demonic arm is exposed and flames are gushing off of it. You see like the guards are like looking to each other, not knowing what to do. Very, very tense situation that you guys just walked in on.
I just call out Isaac.
Isaac whirls around, murder in his eyes, which immediately drains away as he spots Ireena behind Fisk.
Look who we found.
Oh, you've got her. Isaac practically sinks to his knees in relief.
I'm gonna hop off the horse, slowly pad up to him, and sit right in front of him.
It should not pick up its friends in anger.
Blushes a bit, feeling a bit put on the spot. As long as she's fine. Is she all right? She's not
She must sleep. She will waken.
all right. Okay. Is Escher? You've killed him, right? So
Sure is.
sucks. I wish.
deals had to be struck to get her back safely.
Isaac strides forward. What? You let him go?
It's the only way to get her back.
Isaac! Victor snaps out. They've got her back. That's what's important. Whatever deals they might have made. Victor eyes you, Tomjin. Honorem Teres Rudolphus. That will be something to discuss later. For now, it is late. Let us put the Burgomeisters to bed. Put your guard around their door. I will erect an alarm spell as well. And I'll have my mother watch her. Isaac, visibly still fuming, simply just gives a curt nod and then stomps away. Disappears upstairs. Victor turns to the party. It seems that once again I owe you the safe return of Ireena to Wallachia and to us. Now that, if you wish, you can tell me either now or later. We'll actually wave the guards away. Give you guys some privacy. Although preferably now. What happened? What's the deal with Escher? Why did you need to strike a deal with him to bring you back safe?
Look around like, well, this is a tale.
That's a long story.
Urgal speaks up. He's a fucking vampire. He bewitched her. And he pretended to be here when we went to visit Strad because he has a huge crush on him. We went there, found him in a drunken stupor, and basically he had her in a weird blood fountain thing. Not important. We had to strike a deal to get her safe and sound from him. We managed to also kick him out of the city, but you're probably going to, well, deal with the residents remaining in his house. It's just kind of like mouth open.
Yeah, that's basically it. Not as
Pretty
long
much.
as I thought it would take to tell him.
So nods to Urgal in respect. That was well put. Thank you. I've had practice in that speech. Well, right.
She needs to be kept safe, but the threat for the moment is gone.
Are we in any immediate danger from those vampires at his house?
Not for a few days, probably.
All right, I'll apprise Isaac of the situation and have him and his men deal with it.
It has to be watched closely. And rather obviously. It may cause them second thoughts about shenanigans.
I see. Good. I'll instruct some of the guards to make their way and start a watch. In the meantime, gentlemen, I believe you've earned your rest.
On a side note, Victor, if you want to come by at some point, perhaps we can work out your issues and with, the spell. Look around. Meow.
Oh, have you made headway on that? That's. I'll be honest, I've basically given that up after everything that happened with Stella. If sure, yes, I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to, Master Honoring. Yes, of course.
You'll come see me the next time we're back in town, and we'll see what we can do.
Let a maid step out and kind of bow to everybody shyly. I can take her from here. Mr. Cat.
I help bring her down off the horse so she can take her.
Soon clears his throat. His name is Fisk, lady. It's rude. What if I called you Mrs. Human? Oh,
I'm sure she meant no harm.
Just messing. You'll give it up. Tap your screen. Thank you. Victor kind of gives Bassoon a sidelong look as the woman. Fisk, do you give Ireena over?
I walk with her.
Oh, Victor will say this. They're the ones who save her, nearly. Come
She's
on.
kind of just draped on my back. And I walk by her.
Lead the way.
Yes, of course.
I tell Victor, when she awakens, she will have many questions. Tell her to seek us out. We don't know how long she will sleep, but when she wakens, have her find us. We'll explain what she needs to know.
I see. So, how'd the dinner go?
It was interesting.
Did you learn anything from him about why we're all trapped here, why we're all stuck here?
I'm putting the pieces together. It's a much bigger picture than I imagined.
I see. Well,
But if you know of any ancient magics, ancient legends, let me know. If you can think of any.
you're in Barovia. There are as many as you can stake a shake. Sorry, my common is getting away from me. Shake a stick at, I think, is the term. Just take your pick, I suppose. You need to tell me about what?
Mount Gacchus.
Mount Gacchus. Well, I mean, there are two places that Barovians know that it is obvious never to go. And that is Castle Ravenloft, and the second is Mount Gacchus. You've been to one, so I guess why not go to the other?
Insweep.
Outsiders are crazy. Well, Mount Gacchus is said to be where many monsters and barbarian tribes make their home. It's said to be the true heart of Barovia, where it beats to this day. I'm afraid other than that, there's mostly legends of horror and such like, monsters, undead, various things of the kind. I do know that somehow those barbarians made a living up there, although I know that sometimes they'll descend to attack travelers. I don't know how they survive there, and frankly, I don't want to know. Thankfully, we are far away from them. It is said that somewhere on Mount Gacchus, hidden in its tunnels, is an ancient temple. To what, to who, I don't know. I doubt any or many who are alive today do.
Is there anything
Sorry, I can't
near?
be more help.
Are there any villages At the foot of the mountain?
I didn't believe that anyone would be mad enough to make a village at the foot of the mountain, but let me see. There supposedly was one centuries ago, before the mist descended, by the name of Taradvi. But that is just a name I've run into in an ancient book. I don't know how accurate it is or if it's still there. I assume not. I assume it's been wiped out long ago.
Sort of like Perez.
But Berez has been destroyed long ago.
Seems we have to go to a lot of places that are destroyed.
I'm afraid that tends to be a theme.
Look at everybody. Any thoughts?
Well, wherever you want to go, I'm with you, Sun says.
Well, we now have a spare room at the headquarters. Perhaps it's time to sleep.
Which leads to Gakis.
And you guys look up and see Fisk's face looking over the edge of the roof, two green eyes looking down at you.
Look up and I go, well, seems we all have our leads.
Seems that you do. Well, gentlemen, if you need anything at all, I am the Burgomeister's right hand, and will know that I will support my cousin no matter what. With that, I think we'd all like to go to bed.
Good night, Victor.
Good night, gentlemen. Victor will enter as well.
Oh.
Let's go home.
Indeed.
With that, the party departs towards the Grey Company's base. As you guys depart to your individual rooms after dinner and begin your long rest, we will end tonight's session.